Hello everyone, this is V and you're watching Buzzing with V. Welcome back to another video. Today's video I will be making some corner bookmark bag toppers. I came across this idea because I needed something to place on my packaging and I only wanted the corner to be filled, and I was thinking of alternatives to do as far as a bag topper. And this one came to mind. I remember seeing so many of those origami bookmarks all over social media, so I decided to make a crafty bag topper version of those, and I think they're so cute, you guys. They're the cutest thing. You can make them larger if you'd like. So start off with a 2.5-inch by 4-inch piece of cardstock. I'm using the paper collection called Happy Halloween by American Crafts. I'm also using the die set and stamp set from American Crafts as well. I will have them linked below in the description box. I'm also cutting out some paper in orange. I love these ghost patterns. I'm going to use this one for the outer part of the packaging, and then the turquoise will be for gifting, and that will be in the inside of the packaging. For this corner topper, I'm also keeping the same measurements, so they're all 2.5-inch by 4 inches, and score at 1/2 inch for the short side and the long side at 2 inches. Using your bone folder, go ahead and press in those score marks. I noticed that when I don't do that, the paper is just kind of different. It doesn't want to lay right when gluing and so forth, so I'd rather score it with the bone folder if you have one. If not, then use some sort of scraper or credit card or something like that, and that'll work as well. So I have a template, so make sure you make a template because you want the pattern on the paper to be facing in the proper direction of the front cover. So for me, I need the template. It's just my mind doesn't go that way. I can't visualize it, so I'm a visual, so I need to see where the patterns are facing. That way I can make the proper cuts. Here I'm cutting my diagonal, and you want to pick the side where the pattern is facing the right direction. Also the tab, the tab could go anywhere. I usually like it on the side that I'm cutting that diagonal off. And that's where I pick. So here it is right here. You see the tab, you see half of the one side is cut in a diagonal, and so that is the shape there. It looks like a wonky L, and that's what you want there. I also did some machine stitching on them. It gets covered, but you can still see a little bit, a peek of it, and I just thought that it would work for me, and I just like the detail of it. So here are the dies that I'm using. I'm going to use the ghost, and I'm going to use the spider as well as the web and the bat. And so just glue on your spider web how you like it. I'm going to do both ways, facing up and facing down, as you see here. I figured out where I want that ghost to be, so I decided to double up on the ghost, also add some black cardstock sandwiched in between both of the die cuts, and that way you see the black in the eyes and the mouth. If you have not checked out my last video of the 3D embellishment book, I would suggest you go and check that out. Wink, wink. There is something special there, so you'd want to see in case you love Halloween. A little tip for making these: in my last video when I made these, I cut off the backing, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have left the backing as I have it here, only one side cut in a diagonal. Reason being is once it's on the bag topper, once it's on your packaging, you don't want it to fall off. So you have to create something minimal as well, not too layered and not too heavy. So you have to keep that in mind as well. Here I glued on the ghost with some foam. I also glued on the bat die cut to the back of the corner bag topper. Here I'm zooming in to get a closer look at what I'm doing. And so I did cut out some wording from the open cardstock there, and I cut it, and I also added this twine I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I love twine for Halloween. There's something about twine, Halloween, and stamps. I have no idea. Maybe it's from my card making days. I'm also adding the spider die cut. That is die cut from glittered black cardstock, and this bag topper is finished. Here's a little close up. I'm going to grab some white paper here so you can see the bat. It's so fun, you guys. I just love making these. You could whip them up so fast, and they're so easy just to tack onto your packaging. So on to the next. Here I am figuring out where to put my pieces. I do have an ephemera piece that I'm using as well as the die cuts. And I love the skull. This collection has silver, so I do love both. I love silver and gold for collections. Right now disco is in, so the silver is definitely a fave right now for this year. I'm not sure about next year, but this year I like silver. And so yeah, I like how I had it, and so now time to glue everything together. I'm going to do the same thing with the bat, add it to the back of my corner bag topper, and the web, I'm going to have it facing up. And so I am using liquid glue for some pieces and others hot glue. And I did die cut the spider web out of black glittered cardstock. Here I am finishing up the web. I also adhered some foam to the skull. I added some glue to the back of that foam as well. I'm also gluing the word piece on as well. I only added glue to the edge of that word piece. I'm picking up the bow that I made out of twine. I pre-made that, and I will show you how to make that in a little bit. It's fairly easy for those who don't know. I'm also adding a candy corn ephemera piece to the back of this. And I think I will leave it at that. I'm not going to add anything else to this bag topper, and it's finished. On to the next one. Here I am grabbing all of my pieces. I have a ghost die cut, a pumpkin ephemera piece. I have the bat. I also have the word piece, which I did cut from the single sheet papers. I completely forgot that I was going to add a skeleton to this one. I do not know where it went. I was looking at my desk and all of my ephemera pieces, and I couldn't remember. I know there was something else. And unfortunately it didn't happen. So it would have been cute to add that skeleton. It was such a cute piece. Same deal with this bag topper. I laid out all of my pieces. I love the cat face on the pumpkin. One thing about this collection is it has cats, and I just love them. I love them to death. So you see black cats here and there, and they're so cute. One thing about these bag toppers is I wanted to use stamps instead of the die cuts, but I thought it would take too long to color and then post a video, so I decided to go with the die cuts. I still think the die cuts are really cute. However, I have been wanting to color lately with stamps, and Halloween just brings that out. Every year, I'm always torn between traditional and pastels, stamps and ephemera. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I'm always conflicted with Halloween traditional and pastel colors, but everything worked out. I'm also using hot glue for this one. I got tired of waiting for the liquid glue to dry, and so I had to pause and go the video. And yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore. Do I say play? Do people say play still? Because I grew up in the 90s, and we use rewind, record, and play, and I don't know if I'm saying the right terminology here. So let me know if we are saying play, fast forward. Are we saying that, or do we just go forward and backwards, or stop and go? Is that it? I need to ask my son. He's a teen and he's up to date with all of this stuff, so I need to know. Ooh, I completely missed that last back topper. Here are all of the back toppers that I made. And the orange one is the one this one right here is going to be on the outside of the packaging. So let's create the packaging. I am also using Buttons Galore and More Jemmies. This is what I created. I am using the orange for the background and some holographic stripes for the top layer. Tell me which one is your favorite. I love the spider one. That one is so cute. I think I like the two webs and then the large spider and then the wording there. So I'm just going to add the packaging to the bag. And initially I wanted to have the cardstock go all the way up the bag instead of just the cat ears there. But I completely forgot and I cut that piece off. But it still works out. So here's the outer back topper, and look how cute along next to that cat. It just looks so cute. Wicked, right? There it is. It just said it right there. Took the words right out of my mouth. This concludes the video. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next one.